Hello, everybody. This is Christopher J. Roper, running for Illinois governor. And tonight, as always, we have Chief of Staff Melissa Clable.
Hello.
Hello, hello. And we have a very special guest. All seat. No, this is backward stuff. Way over here is Jake. Jake, welcome. Is he froze? Are you there, Jake? There he is. He froze up a minute there. I think he's. Can you hear us, Jake? Possibly. We see his hand. Well, there's Jake. So he must have some technical issues going on real quick, and he'll take care of it. He's a smart guy, so he'll get it figured out. But tonight we have a very special guest, which is Jake, and he's a young man he's part of our what is his official title called?
He is the Volunteers Director.
Volunteers Director. So he's got a lot of responsibility on his shoulders, which I know he can handle. He's doing a good job.
Yeah. So if anybody that's on the volunteer list or anybody that wants to volunteer has probably at least heard from him by now, but now you get to meet him in person. Yeah. And if you are planning on volunteering, he will be working with you. And he's gone.
He's gone. He's having some issues. He'll come back in, and we'll get him back in here real soon. I'm not sure what's going on. I don't know what happened there. Things were working fine backstage, and then when we come out, of course, that's when everything's going to want to fall apart, right? Is when you think everything's going smoothly. You know, you always got to be ready. You always got to be ready for the unexpected. Think on your feet. So while we're waiting for Jake to get back on, we've got some cool things coming up. We are attending the wake of. I don't remember the name. I don't want to say. I know it's
Mike Queenie.
Mike Queenie. I remember the last name. He's an officer that has passed away, and there's a wake tomorrow, and it's in Joliet. And I think the funeral is Thursday. If anybody's interested, you can check out us on our page, and I think we have it on the page. Do we have it on the page?
No.
No.
I didn't know if we were going to post that or not.
Yeah, it's probably not something. Message the page, and then if you guys want to go to it, message the page, and we'll get to you and get you that info. Here's Jake. He's back. Jake, can you hear something?
I'm sorry, I don't know. Yes, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened.
No problem. I was telling everybody, technology is great, but man, just all the times you got to be ready for the unexpected.
Yep.
So, I think on your feet. So, and you got back in. So we introduced you and let everybody know that you're the volunteers coordinator. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that anybody that has volunteered here recently, especially, has went through you, and there's a bunch more coming up, and I got to get some of them over to you. I have a pretty good list set up already, and I did send you a really good person that I know personally from another platform. I think she's going to do a great job up in the Chicago area. So we're getting ready to get signatures on the 13th. It's already here. We have our forms ready to rock and roll, and we have our teams pretty well squared away as well. So we're going to get those signatures, get on the ballot, and we can vote Roper June 28th in the Republican primaries. And when we win in the primaries, we got to take down Pritzker, get him the hell out of here, and get us some freedom back in Illinois, and vote for Roper on November 8th. So it's all coming up very quickly, very, very quickly. And we just continue to pray that God's will be done. And that's just what's going to happen. And we're going to fight. So that being said, Jake, so tonight I wanted you to talk a little bit about our youth. You're 19 still, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I was like, no, man, he can't hear again. So yeah, he's 19. He's a young man that's full of fire. He's ready to rock and roll for our country, and loves politics, and is getting himself involved in politics. And he is about we the people as well. He's definitely a we the people flex kind of guy, and we just love him. He's a good dude. So tonight, just talk a little bit about how you feel the importance of our youth is, and how we need to protect our youth. And the youth is our future. So go ahead and take it away, Jake.
Hi. So the reason why I think youth is very important in politics is because what me, Chris, and just people that are in politics are really not into it. They all decided that we are the future. We are going to be the future leaders of America. We are going to bring forth what's going to happen. Either we're going to make it or we're going to break it. All throughout history, you'll see that young people have brought America to where it is. And they're going to keep continuing to do that. And when I got started into politics, I really started looking at people that are younger, and one person that really hit me in particular was Candace Owens. She was a younger African American woman. She brought forth, hey, this is what I want. This is me. I'm a young person. No one's going to stand in my way. I have a voice. And so I was looking through and, seeing what I can do in my part. I looked for governors. I said, maybe there's something I can help out with. Maybe if it's just little things, voice my opinion on social media because, us young kids are social media wizards. I came along Chris and the team, and I really liked what he stood for. He stood what, he was a veteran. My grandpa, most of my family are veterans. He was a police officer. I backed the blue very strongly. He just stood by all the things that I believed in. And talking to, kids and stuff, they don't really get into politics because they think, oh, it's politics, this, and that, just all the stereotypes that go with it. And being able to work with him and having the honor to work with him, I showed him, hey, we can be just like him. We're the nobodies, as they consider in politics. We can be just like them. We can be like him, bring forth a whole new spectrum to our country. But I think that more now than ever, the young people, us young people, have more of a voice. From all the current events going on, from a couple years ago, was when I seen the spike in the younger people. Because we want our voices to be heard, we're wanting equality for certain things, we have certain issues that we're wanting to see done, and we feel like, sometimes we feel like it's talking from the younger person's perspective that we don't get heard. And I believe that all children should be heard, or all younger people should be heard, because again, we're going to be picking up what people that are older than us, our parents and grandparents and great grandparents, started for us. We're wanting to bring forth their legacy in the good part, not the bad parts, but the good parts. Bring forth what they've all worked for or what they fought for. But I just, with us standing up also comes with the lack of realizing that you need to register to vote. I don't think that kids realize, or kids my age realize, that you have to be registered to vote. So if there's any young kids watching with their parents, watching with their grandparents, register to vote. Make sure
Yeah.
you get registered to vote.
So this year now, if you're 17, during the primary, as long as you're 18 by November 8th for the general, you can vote in the primary, even if you're only 17. Just you got to make sure you vote. Sorry to interrupt you. I just wanted to throw that out there.
No, you're good. But no, that's the thing. Register to vote, get into the polls, and vote. Vote for that change that we're wanting to see, and make your voices heard. But yeah, that's what, and I believe honestly that Chris and people like Chris are going to give us that voice and actually listen and take in consideration of what we want.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm a dad of six. I have six kids, and I know what it's like, to see how they grow and develop, and they're our future. And we definitely have got to stand up and protect our kids. Our kids are under attack. I mean, if you everywhere you look, especially nowadays, if you look at just Illinois alone, just Illinois, and you look at the CRT, the sex education, the books and stuff that they're putting into the libraries, which by the way, we've been to many um, teachers, what do they call that? School board meetings. We've been to multiple school board meetings and some, I call them protests, protesting the pornography books that they put in the libraries. And I'm not going to stand for that. And I'm not going to let my kids go through it. And I listen to We the People. And that's what we've been gathering from, over 40,000 miles traveled all over Illinois, visiting with our Illinois family. That's what we're finding out is they're all pretty much on the same page. They just say my kids are not going to be looking at that. And I definitely don't want schools to be indoctrinating our kids, and don't want our schools to be grooming. And that's essentially what's happening with this pornography that they're putting out, especially K through 12. I mean, man, you get into the 5, 6 year olds and you're teaching them how to do sex things. No, it is not going to happen. It's
And that's
sickening.
the thing. And that's just the sad thing, is that I listen and I love listening to the stories of elderly people and like, people in the nursing homes that they've been through. They've done their time on earth and God's blessed them with, years that they're still there and years more to come. And they were telling me the same thing about how this is not, and even me working, with the people constantly working at my job where I do customer service. This is not what they were taught in school. They were taught the basics. They weren't taught when they were younger, to start doing what these books are teaching them. They said it's the most disgusting thing ever. Like they're teaching kids now the stuff that they found out when they were adults. I mean,
Right.
that's not cool.
Well, and even the kids that we've talked to at some of these things, they don't want this either. So it's not like the kids are comfortable with it and they want to see it and they want to do it and they want to read it. They're against it as well.
Yeah, and I was actually very pleasantly surprised
I was
at the
too.
amount of kids,
Mhm.
school age kids, that were like, I don't want that in my school.
Yeah.
And it made them uncomfortable. So yeah, we definitely have got to fight for our kids, and and if you follow me at all, you know that I am a huge supporter of protecting our children, and that's something that I will be bringing into the office of governor, as well as to put a plan and in motion to protect our kids, because it's not I'm not liking what's happening, and then most of our young kids are saying the same thing, along with us parents. We have kids in school and we don't want to put up with that at all. So yeah, if anybody wants to volunteer, anybody at all, if you want to help on social medias, if you want to help on whatever you are good at and you feel like you have time to give to the Roper campaign, get a hold of the page or get a hold of Jake, and then we'll put up his. I guess we could put up his information to get a hold of him, right? Put it up on the page. Do we have that information put out? We'll figure out a way to do it. But if you message the page, we'll definitely get it to you. Or if you go to ChristopherJRoper.org and you email or message that page, the website, we can get you hooked up and get you over to Jake, and he'll get things rolling. If you feel like you want to circulate signatures, absolutely get a hold of us, and we'll get you some papers and give you the rundown. It's really not that difficult. It's pretty self-explanatory, and just go out and ask people if they love Illinois and they want to see a change, then vote Roper, and then you just give them some tidbits of what you know about me and my campaign, and get some signatures.
And even if it's just your family,
Yeah,
it doesn't have to be. A lot of people are like, well, you need to get you need to collect 100 signatures, and you need to collect 100 signatures. No, just if you want to collect within your own family, your community, your school, your church, whatever. That's fine as well. So if you're
Absolutely.
the person that's uncomfortable approaching someone that you don't know and asking for a signature, it's perfectly fine to just stay within your household, within your family, again, within your community organizations or whatever you're involved with. Just, everybody wants to change. Everybody's done with this.
Yeah, it's
not everybody, almost everybody.
The majority.
The majority. We're ready. It's time for a change. So it's not a hard sell. And with signing the petitions, you're not signing your soul away to vote for anybody in particular. It's just to put his name on the ballot.
Yeah, and it won't take any votes away from the actual Republican nominee. That's what this process is. It's where all of the Republicans get together and get on the ballot, and then we the people, we vote for our favorite Republican that we feel that would do the best for our state and that could beat Pritzker. That's what we're doing. You put that person forward. The winner of that goes on to the general election, and in the general election, it's Pritzker versus Roper. So it's going to happen. Probably. We'll see. Well, that's what we're praying for. But I just wanted to say real quick, get your families in here. I got a very, very, very big announcement coming up in less than 5 minutes. Less than 5 minutes. I have a giant, huge announcement coming up. So I'll give you just a little bit of time, but get your friends and family in here. You're not going to want to miss this. This is something very big. It's something very, very good for the Roper team and campaign. We got some good things happening. So less than 5 minutes, guys. Get everybody in here. All right, Jake, do you have anything else you wanted to add to the youth?
Just the youth. Just again, if you want that change, now is the time to make the change. Go in, register to vote, and if you're wanting to, yes, and then if anyone's wanting to help Chris and the team, feel free to contact me on Facebook. Just shoot me a direct message and just let me know, and then I'll help you go forward from there, and we can get you on the track of helping the Roper Army.
Cool. Yeah, and in case anybody's wondering, we're not sure ourselves, but I don't think we are related, right? But we do have the same last name. We might be related, who knows? But as far as we know, we're not related. And I just thought it was really cool that this young man came up to me and was like, "Hey, we have the same last name. I like you. I like what you stand for." And then here we are today. He's coordinating the volunteers.
That was another thing too that caught me for Chris, and I was looking through the candidates. I was like, why not? Because again, young people in politics, we're going to be curious. And I looked and I said, my name's Roper, his name's Roper, same last name. So why not? Let's see if he, and I don't even think he'll respond because, he's one of this is before I even knew them. Maybe I'll get a response, maybe I won't. And sure enough, not even, a day or two later, I got contact back. So I do have to vouch for them. They're very good Chris is very good with getting back to you on wanting to get to know people and know his Illinois family.
Absolutely. We're all family and we all count, we all matter, and our voices matter. And that's what we need to get back. It's what we need to force back on our government, especially our Illinois government and nationwide as well. But they need to listen to us. They work for us, we the people. They work for we the people. It's not the other way around like you're trying to make it be, government. It's not going to work that way. So we the people have had enough. We're going to make a thunderous noise. And I feel it inside. We're going to have a massive red tsunami. Not a tidal wave, not a wave, not a tidal wave. Tsunami. We're going to have a massive, massive red wave tsunami this 2022 midterms. And then I think that we're just really rattling the cages of the other parties that are not doing what they're supposed to be doing. So, and I see some of them starting to backpedal. What do they call that? Circle back? Yeah.
Circle back.
They're circling back. So we know that we got them scared, and we just have to continue this fight. So we can do it together. Remember, don't break any laws. Don't give any excuses for somebody to put you in jail and lock you in jail and prison. You want to make sure that you always are following the laws, and we make sure that we play the brain game. We beat them with their own game, and we can do it. It's real easy, but we just have to do it in numbers, massive, massive numbers, and we'll do it. All right, Jake, thank you very, very much. And again, if you guys want to get on board with the Team Roper, get a hold of Jake, find him on this way. Get a hold of him, find him on Facebook. There's his name, there's his face. Or you can message ChristopherJRoper.org, message that, or email, or you can go on Facebook and message the page that way, and we will get you to Jake, and he'll get you situated, and you can do your thing. We can start. We're saving Illinois together. Jake, thank you very much. You want to stick around for the big announcement?
Sure.
All right. So, do we have anything to talk about real quick first?
We do. Real quick,
Okay.
I need to throw it out there. On Saturday in Carroll Stream at the pub, 7 o'clock, he will be there. So everybody around the Carroll Stream area, or if you want to feel like a road trip, come on out. We're doing a meet and greet. It's a casual thing. We're not dressing up. It's not a formal anything. The pub is a really awesome place. If you've never been, it's in the VFW.
I think it is in the or on the side of.
Well, but it's the VFW.
Yeah.
It's the VFW in Carroll Stream, and it's kind of down under, and it's
Land down under.
Yeah, just like that.
Yeah.
It's a really cool place. So just check out the place. Great people there, and great drinks, great atmosphere. So definitely 7 o'clock on Saturday. Check it out. The event is, I think the event's on the page.
Yeah, it's on the page.
It's on the page. Okay. Yeah. So.
Yeah. It's going to be fun. And guys, if you need a sign, if you want a Roper shirt or any kind of Roper gear to help support the campaign, absolutely go to ChristopherJRoper.org, and that is the one-stop shop. You can go there and get everything you need to know. Anything you need to know about Roper, it's there. And if it's not there, you get a hold of us and we'll get it to you. We'll make sure that you get that information. And if you have a place that you want us to go and visit your location, your business, your home, your community, whatever, get a hold of us and we'll make it happen. So yeah, we have some really cool things coming up. And again, this Thursday starts these signatures. So real excited. Oh yes. So as you guys know, I said a long time ago, the very beginning, we've been doing this for over a year. Wow. That I wanted to fill my cabinet, my campaign staff, my team, my administration with, excuse me, the wife made very good dinner tonight. It's visiting us again through a burp. Anyway, excuse me. But I want to fill my campaign and team, my administration with veterans, and that's military veterans, with law enforcement veterans, as much as I possibly can. I feel that's the rock star team that I spoke of. Also, we need to make sure we put in the right people for the right jobs, so they have the knowledge and experience in the corners of life that we have got to work on. So we got together, and I feel we're doing that. And tonight, it's been a long journey to try to decide who would be my lieutenant governor pick. And it's something that I don't take lightly. When you put a team together, you want to make sure you have a good team, a very good
solid
team,
foundation.
very solid, and I like to call it a rock star team. So I have made my pick for lieutenant governor, who is my running mate, who is there. If I go down for any particular reason, for any length of time, that lieutenant governor has got to stand up and take the lead, take the charge, continue the Roper mission, the saving Illinois, we the people flex. And I think I know that I have found that person, and we are going to bring that person on here in just 1 second. And guys, I want to just let you guys see real quick who it is, and he's going to give a brief. It's a he. There you go. Give a brief story about everything. Really, he's just gonna talk. Here we go. Please welcome Alfredo Cisneros.
Hey guys. Hey, what's going on, everybody? How's it going? Hope everybody's doing well. I'm doing well, just like Roper. Wife made a good dinner. So getting tired a little bit earlier, yawning a bunch, but it's all right though. Man, what about myself? Veteran, Marine Corps. Served in '99, 2003. Went to OIF 1. I always like to say I went out with a bang. I was in artillery, so I did kind of go out with the bang, and I was field ready operator for them. Right? Well, us three at least. I don't know about Jake there. We're all kind of death already anyway.
Got these
man.
in.
Right? I have some into it, kind of. Can't really see him because I have such a large head. I feel him in very well. Oh, man. What else? Current work status. I work for Illinois Department of Transportation. So we'll see how all that plays out when we get into the office.
Right.
Oh, man. So, yeah. What else? What else about me? Went to Peoria, Notre Dame.
What are your
Say again?
passion?
If you can kind of see behind me, or right here, I got a rifle case there, a range bag, so I love shooting. I love teaching. I actually gave Roper some classes not too long ago. Melissa as well. Hopefully I get to teach you, Jake. I'd like to teach you how to go out there and hit the range a little bit. I think that'd be fun, teaching the youth. I love teaching my kiddos how to go out there and shoot targets and everything. And that's one of my biggest passions. My other biggest passion, which just kind of came about recently, really, is just Illinois. I want to make a change. Just like Roper, he wants to make a change. We want to do something good for this state, just because the state has been in such turmoil, I wouldn't say so. Too many bad leaders have been in play, and these bad leaders have had way too much money to play with, or just way too much money for themselves. We need the small guys in there making the right choices for our state to bring it back to where it is. We need the humble beginnings, per se, and to get this state back on track, back to some glory times. I was kind of looking around. Really, glory times are maybe early 70s, maybe just before that. Hitting the 80s, 85s, and 90s all the way up. It just kind of went downhill. People were spending outrageously, taking money outrageously. Ethics weren't there. They make me take an ethics class every year at work, and I don't see these ethics really being played out in our government and these people of power. These people of command, and they're not really playing that game. They make us play that game, but they don't want to play that game as well. Follow along. So, what else about me? I don't know. I was a surgical tech for a little while. I was in the medical field. So all those people who are in the medical field, I feel for you. I really do. I was there before, once in my lifetime. Probably never go back. I love what I do now. I really do. I enjoy what I do. I enjoy what I do for work. I'm outside in the elements. I couldn't be inside an operating room anymore. Just not me. So, oh man, I don't know. What else do you guys want to know?
Well, so I'm gonna have to play with our veterans here for a minute. We have to do it, right,
That's
brother?
up.
So
Yeah.
I'm Army. You guys know I'm an Army veteran, right, and a law enforcement veteran. But I'm gonna have to do it. Sorry, Army, but I had to call in. I had to call in a Marine.
Yeah, we're always there to back you guys up. We all know you guys, Army guys, can't really fight anyway. So
I got a
True.
cramp.
yeah,
It's okay.
we're always first in the fight anyway. So you guys just there to back us up sometimes, but it's all right.
It's all one
But
big
that,
huge, happy family, I think.
it is, and that's what this happy family does, man. We help each other out. Yeah, we BS a lot. We give each other a hard time, but at the end of the day, we're holding hands, giving high fives, and you know, giving the good old just 1-2.
Yes, I've never seen a group of people that could get together and have a lot of fun, punch each other in the face, and then just shake hands and have fun the rest of the night. They
Oh
just
yeah, for sure, man.
for fun.
Well, you and I, we joke around quite a bit.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes it goes a little over the top. That's okay. Uh, but that's what makes us. That's what I guess that's what makes our relationship. And I think that's what make us a good team to really, hopefully, steer the state back into the right direction, and hopefully keep us grounded. To our families, to our state, to our love for our country.
Right.
We fought for this country. We gave up 4 years of our lives
Yep.
to do something. So yeah, it's really about it. I don't know what else. I have a family. I have a wife. I have 4 kids. My oldest just got married in June last year. Went to Cancun for that one. Very proud of her. Man, successful woman. I'll tell you that, man. Wow. I'm just so proud of her. Great young lady she's turned out to be. My 3 boys that I have now, man, they all have their own little characteristics. They all have their own little things. Melissa's met them. I think you've met 2 of them, Roper, I believe.
Yep.
I think you met Enzo and Jared. I don't think you've met Aiden yet. So yeah, Aiden's he's my special dude. He's my kind of my special needs in a way, but not quite. He does have needs that he needs to have met, but I think it's a lot of it has to deal with just the mental stress of kids going through school right now, with all this COVID stuff, and it just stresses him out. He has high anxiety, gets stressed out a lot. He has a little bit of anger management. I'm just being real with you guys. It's my family.
Oh,
It's how it is. Everybody's going to have a different situation in their household. Not all of our kids can be dressed up perfectly and sitting at home nice and neat and not do anything wrong. Boys are going to be boys. Boys are going to break things. Boys are going to break bones, have little fights here and there. So, Jake, do you have kids you probably don't have kids, but do you have brothers, sisters?
Oh yeah, I have
Yeah,
2.
so,
I have 1 younger sister and 1 younger brother, and yeah.
so you're stuck in the middle, huh?
Oh no, I'm the oldest out of the bunch, but they're both
are you?
younger than me. But we
Okay.
have don't let us fool you. We have our fair share of showdowns, fights, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, for sure. I'm pretty sure you
We
guys
can.
have arguments.
Oh
I
yeah,
had arguments with my sisters. I have 3 older sisters. Immigrants from Mexico, Ciudad Juarez. They have their citizenship now. My wife is actually originally from Acapulco, Mexico, Guerrero. She has her visa now, so we're working on her citizenship. And I tell you what, my wife is awesome sometimes. Well, I shouldn't say sometimes. She's pretty good, man. She keeps track of a lot of things. She keeps me, focused on a bunch of things. And she definitely is a very independent woman. I'll tell you that. She gets, I kind of feel bad because I don't help her out a lot as much as I should. But whatever. So, but yeah, she gets a lot of her stuff started, man, with her whole citizenship thing. She got all that started for herself, and she's doing great things, on her own, which I'm super proud of her. Plus, helping raising the boys and everything. So that's in a nutshell. It's a little bit about me, I guess. I took up half hour there. My bad.
No, don't worry. We have some people that have some questions for you. So, and I don't think you could see them. I don't think on here. So.
No, I can't see nothing other than you guys.
I just want to know where you're from.
Where I'm from originally, man, I wish I can say somewhere awesome like Hawaii or something like that. But no, I'm originally from Peoria, Illinois, born and raised. Man, here if you guys know where the area is, what Peoria is, if you can imagine downtown Peoria, just north of that little bit. If you guys are from Peoria, La Mexicana Mini Mart, that used to be my mom and dad's shop a long time ago. I used to live right down the street from there.
Cool. And then we have another question. And guys, before I ask this one, I picked Alfredo because he's a lot. He follows right. Really, he sees right. What is it called? What do you always say? In the line with or whatever. There's a special word you use, and I can't remember what it is. It was a really cool word, and I can't slip my mind. But no, he thinks a lot of the same way we do. I do, and that's why I chose him too. Is that he's a hard nosed. What I say is a strong hand and a huge heart. And I think that's what we need here in Illinois. We need a tough SOB to take care of the corruption. And Alfredo is definitely not afraid of corruption. He's a Marine. So I don't think he's going to cry like a little baby and run away like some of our politicians do.
I don't know. I kind of cried when you asked me to be a lieutenant governor for it.
Those are different.
Definitely a little emotional there. So
right.
My bad.
So anyway, yeah, I just think I have a lot of trust in Alfredo. But one of the questions I see here that popped up is, what is your view on the vaccine mandates, your view on masking, things like that?
Let me start with masking first. Mask if you want a mask. If you don't want a mask, you do you, man. If you want a mask, go for it. If you don't. Just be safe out there. That's all I gotta really say. Be safe. Keep yourself healthy. Keep your immune system up. For me, this whole COVID thing, just a horrible flu. I think I was telling you guys, I got the flu shot over 20 years ago. 20 years ago was really the last time I got the flu. I've never got the flu shot ever since then. Now I just get a head cold. Sometimes I'll get a sore throat here and there, but that's really about it. So you guys do you. If you want to get it, get it. If you don't. If you want to get the vax, if you want to wear the mask, do whatever. This is a free country, guys. These mandates and everything are not laws. They're a suggestion, in my view, and in most of our views, I think we all think alike in that aspect. Vaccine. I had a discussion about this with my mom and dad. They're very pro-vaccine. I am not. I told them my reasons why. For me, there's just not enough research. There's not enough testing. I feel like with these vaccines that we are the guinea pigs right now. And I don't want to be a guinea pig anymore. I was a guinea pig once for 4 years, if you want to put it that way, I was stuck and prodded with who knows what, going through the line, going through boot camp. So I'm done. It's not me. Yeah, if I'm sick, I'm going to go to the doctor. All right, do I have to take the doctor's recommendations? No. Could I get a second opinion? Yes. All right, you guys go out there. You guys do the same. Get a second opinion. Get a third opinion. Get a fourth, fifth, however many opinions you want to make a good, sound decision for yourself and for your family, for your kids.
Yes.
It's up to you guys to make a wise choice.
You brought up a really good point, and I want to really kind of put that out there a little bit harder. When we're in the military, we are micromanaged. We're owned by the government. And, for the most part, we have to do what they wanted us to do. This vaccine doesn't fall in those categories, and we saw a judge, a Supreme Court, I believe, or a federal court anyway, say that the Navy SEALs group that brought it to court, they didn't have to get the vaccine. That's, it was unconstitutional with this vaccine. And it's not a vaccine, by the way. It's a shot, but and hopefully it works, right? But right now we're seeing some very mixed reviews. I'll leave it at that. Very mixed reviews.
And it's those guys. It's their choice. If they want to fight against what they signed up for, hey, by all means, fight.
Yeah.
I have no problems or quarrels with that. They want to stand up for what they believe. They're standing up for what they believe, what they signed that dotted line for. They're standing up for their freedoms and
Yes.
their right of choice. Hey, I applaud them. I'm not going to be angry towards them, nothing like that. I'd rather applaud them, give them good encouragement, good prayers their way, and hopefully they win. That's
Absolutely.
my view.
That was my point exactly. Is while you're serving, you're under a contract. I kind of get some pieces of that. We were micromanaged. Well, we're no longer in the military, and we're not being micromanaged. Us, we the people, don't need micromanaged. When we turn 18, we're considered an adult, and we have the freedom in America to make our own choices within the confines of the law. Mandates are not laws. You do not have to follow mandates. I mean, if you want to go on mandates, that's cool. But
Yeah, if you
don't have to follow mandates.
it just saddens me that so many people are just sheeps. They're following what they see on the social media or on the media on the television, and they just eat it all up. And it just it hurts. It hurts. All I can say is wake up, people. Get some real information in your hands. Get it in front of you. Read good documentation. Don't just listen to what's on media. Do some of your own research. You may think some of these other websites are far fetched and they're not telling the truth. Well, or do we really know the media is telling the truth? Who are they getting paid by? All right, you can kind of tell who they're getting paid by, really, by what their commercials are and all this other junk. And
Right.
that's where they're making their money. That's what they're feeding you, and people are just eating it up. And I feel sad for them.
It's just like I watch Hulu a lot. All right, that's what we have. We don't have cable. I don't believe in having
Yeah, I
cable.
don't either.
Waste of money. But Hulu, just about every commercial is get the vaccine, get the vaccine, get the vaccine.
Yeah.
It's
I,
like,
I,
we're paying
yeah,
for
I
this.
listen to the radio a lot at work because we're driving a lot, going to different sites to work, and I feel like every 5 minutes or every 3 minutes, feels like more like every 3 to 2 minutes, like, oh, get your vaccine. It's good for you. It can help you save everybody. Like, no, I've already heard some people who've gotten the vaccine who've gotten other people sick
Absolutely.
who weren't vaccinated or who were
And
vaccinated
that
and still got sick.
Yeah.
It's
and that's the
ridiculous.
thing. They think just because they can keep repeating it, repeating it, repeating it, repeating it, they think that they can just keep hammering at your head, and you're gonna, oh, well, let's get it. Let's they keep or either you'll get it or you'll just voluntarily, or you'll just get fed up. Like, okay, fine, maybe if I get it, then this all will stop. And like what you said with the whole, everyone has their freedoms. The problem is if you say, if you do not say I'm pro-vax or pro-mask like most people are now, like I go into a store and I'm not vaccinated or I don't have the mask, which is my choice, and people look at you and like they're gonna rip your head off on sight, and I'm just like Chris and yourself fought for, and many veterans and people that are fighting for now, again, is for freedoms. And we are the United States of America. And this whole vaccine and mask mandates are dividing more than they are uniting.
Right.
Yeah, for sure, Jake. You're absolutely right. All this stuff is dividing our country. I would say maybe 25 years ago or a little bit more, early 90s, I didn't feel like there was a whole bunch of racism. Were there always talking BS to each other? Of course there is, but it was never about racism. And I feel now, and, uh, what, 2 presidents ago, I'm not going to name the name, Obama. He kind of put that in there. He kind of put racism back into play, and that's why all this kind of came out about. And now we have a lot of talk about racism. We talk about racism all the time. I think I forget what uh, Morgan Freeman. He said it once pretty good about racism. If you ever listen to him on one of his old interviews on YouTube, he talked about racism and what it is and what it's about and how we can stop it. And listen, at least in his opinion, and I thought that was great. And some people just can't stop talking about it. And they just want to keep on, poking at it and poking at it and poking at it and keep it going forever and ever and ever for some odd reason.
Yeah, I look at it like
You
a
know,
sore, right? If you keep picking at a sore, it's never going to heal. It's never going to go away. It's always going to be there. Matter of fact, does it keep tearing more and more and more and open up more and more and more and get infected and gross, and just leave it alone.
Right.
It's not.
It's coming faster forever.
Say
Yeah.
again?
And just like in the Marine Corps or in the Army, you know, we never saw color. We saw one color. That was green.
Right.
Green or red. You know, you get together, you're dead. One of the two. So, you know, and color didn't matter. It didn't matter who, where, you know, what your background was from and where you were, how you were raised. We were there to serve one purpose, and that was just to protect the country.
Roger that.
Right.
Well, it's awesome for you guys all to come on tonight. I definitely appreciate that. And man, this guy right there, it's hard to do this backwards thing. I think he's going to be a real big help to our state. Really awesome guy. You guys will be finding out a whole lot more about him very soon. Alfredo, thank you very much for taking that tap on the shoulder and running with it. I think I can't thank you enough. And Illinois is soon going to be the same way, feeling the same way I do about you. And I just can't wait to get out more and let everybody know more about you. So thank you very much.
Hope so. I have one more thing. Any last questions? One more question. You want to do one more question? You're good.
Oh yeah, sure. Let's see. There's the first one I see here is taxes. What is it?
Go for what is your current opinion on remote learning situation?
There you go. That's good.
Oh my gosh. Man, that's a personal experience. My kids are on remote learning. First couple weeks of it, they enjoyed it. A couple months down the road, they're like, I want to go see my friends. I want to go hang out with them. I want to socialize. You know, being social with your friends at school is a big thing. And you know, my kids are back in school now, and they like it. Don't get me wrong. Is school always tough for them? Of course it is. But I didn't like the social distance learning thing. I think it made everybody kind of lazy in a way. Kids weren't really paying attention. They were just there to be there because they had to. Teachers, I'm not going to say all teachers. Some teachers were just there to be there and there to put out information. The kids did it. They did it. They didn't. Or if they did, good. If they didn't, all right, whatever. They're just going to pass them. That's what I felt. I didn't like it.
That's what exactly happened, especially when I was in school. That's exactly what happened. Yes.
And there's no social interaction. There's no. You have to have that. I mean, there's a show. I don't know if it's still on the air now, but it's called Alone. And you go out in the wilderness by yourself. I mean, yes, it's hard to do that, but the point is, when you're alone and have no social interaction with anybody, it gets rough. And if you're just stuck in a house all the time, some people like that, but they still have to get out at times and do things. They don't just constantly live in their house and that's it, all they do. Well, some people do, but you have to have that social interaction, especially as a young mind growing up. You got to get out of the house and do some things with your peers and interact with other people, so you know how to live life. I mean, you learn from your peers. You know, hopefully it's good peers and you have good examples and role models. But
right, you can't always be stuck behind a computer. You know, I feel like you become one of those people who think they have power behind the keyboard, and when you really don't. When confronted up face to face, like, oh my gosh, no, I'm a power stroker or whatever you want to call yourself behind a keyboard and talk your talk, and you can't even walk the walk. You know, I'm like.
Right, and that's it. That's why I said we need to get out of our comfort zones and just get out and make a loud, thunderous noise for freedom. And that's for everybody. You know, I'm a constitutionalist. You're the same way. You know, we fought for that Constitution, and that's the supreme law of the land. Everybody has the right to their opinion, but as soon as you start smashing on somebody else's rights, then that is no longer your right. You're actually committing a crime. So you're taking away their constitutional rights. So it's absolutely fine to disagree with each other. Absolutely. Let's
of course
each other.
Yeah, let's just come to some common ground and be happy with that common ground. Yes. Have common sense, man. Common sense will play a big, I think, a big part in us just running for this and having real common sense, not some fake, made up stuff. Absolutely. But just real down to earth common sense to help run the state, and who knows, whatever else comes along with that. And just do good for the state. That's what I want to do.
Right. Same here. Listen to we the people, and make sure we can mix it all into a big mixing bowl and come up with the greatest recipe ever to make the most people happy as we can. Lowering taxes responsibly. We got a lot of work ahead of us, a lot of corruption to fight,
Oh, for
a lot of
sure.
things ahead of us. So, but I don't think any of us are afraid to take that on and tackle that issue or all the issues that we possibly
Well,
can.
yeah, we'll definitely be pissing some people off.
Well, absolutely. And if we're not, then we're not doing something right. All right, that's just the way.
Exactly.
Hey, Marine, thank you
Right.
very much, Mr. Alfredo.
You're welcome.
Thank you for the nod, the acceptance for LT Governor, Illinois. We'll be seeing a lot more of you soon, and everybody will too as well. Jake, thank you so much for coming on, and man, thank you for what you're
Yep.
doing as well. You have a big hill to climb as well. There's a lot going on in that too. Same with the chief of staff sitting right here next to me, Melissa. She's got a hell of a lot to do as well. She wears a lot.
Yeah,
of
she has a lot of teaching to do.
She's the glue that holds us all together.
Oh yeah, for sure,
right.
man. She definitely has a lot on her plate, and I appreciate her for all her work that she does
Just
on
now,
and
Go
off the campaign for sure.
Yeah, she's a great person. That's
Hard
why
worker.
I don't know. I think that's why God just kind of connected us together and be like, hey, ask that lady right there. She's what you
Right.
need. She can do this with you. All right.
Right. Super hard worker, I tell you that.
Oh yeah.
I hope
And
you guys realize something.
What's that, Jake?
I hope you both realize when you guys go on TV and you all try to pick out stuff to wear, she's gonna grab you both and go, nope,
Oh, well,
That is my job.
I'm gonna go ahead and tell the truth right now. I don't own a suit, so
well, we'll make sure you
That'll
do.
change. That'll change.
go this way again. Right.
See, it's hard, isn't
There
it?
we go. It is hard. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's already said we got to go shopping. So
Yeah,
All right, guys.
we have an
thank you.
inside joke.
We're going to go ahead and close this out. Thank you guys very, very, very much for coming in and watching, and thank you guys on this whole thing here, and all of our Illinois family. God bless you guys. Remember, we get signatures starting on Thursday, and we'll be coming knocking on your door and visiting you and asking for that signature. So God bless you guys. Together, we're saving Illinois. Have an amazing night.